Nicole Tay. Okay, she's a holistic and wellness coach.
Hi,
Okay,
everybody.
and she's a community leader for the Women Courage Asia. Nicole, darling, who's going to give me free emotel if I do 200 PV. Okay, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, everybody. I'm Nicole here. I'm a mother of two. So I have been using essential oils for the past 6 years. And because it helped me manage my skin irritation because I was suffering from eczema for the past 10 years on and off. And because I use the oils to actually me in 3 months, and that's how I embarked into this journey. And that's why I'm here today, also, helping out as a community leader in Women of Courage Asia.
Amazing. So, let's talk about free from prison without bars. Okay, let me just explain to the viewers out there what this is happening. A group of us from Women of Courage Asia actually went for a boot camp. Okay, it's a personal development boot camp, body, soul, and body, mind, and soul, spirit.
So,
So, soul, spirit, everything else. Okay, first of all, why Lillian isn't here is that she sent her apologies. She's got family issues, so she has to be with her dad. Okay, nothing major. She just needs to be with her dad. Okay,
mhm.
she just needs to be an amazing daughter. Okay, so what happened is that all you have today is me. Okay, and Nicole. So we're gonna entertain you. So we just recently had a boot camp, a 3 days, 2 night boot camp, a transformational boot camp. It's called Transform with Courage. So Nicole was one of our participants. But again,
Mm.
Nicole, you do not shy away from personal development, do you?
I don't. Joined a self-development program since that I was in my 20s.
Excellent. So can you just tell me, right? Just taking April, that's when we had our boot camp.
Yep.
How was your life before this boot camp and compared to it now from what you have learned?
Okay, sure. So I've been to a lot of, I would say, enrichment class for the adult,
Okay.
self-development class for the adult. I've been to Asia Works, I've been to Landmark, I've been to Miracle Life. So I'm big into self-development. So definitely it's not a stranger to me when I hear the word boot camp. It doesn't put me off as well. But I guess COVID is something new. COVID is something nobody ever expect that to happen. And
Hmm.
I guess before the boot camp, life is a little bit overwhelming for me, which means sometimes you get a bit lost. Okay, so what do I do? Now I'm on 2 Zoom, sometimes I'm on 3 Zoom, I'm all over the place. And every night, all my nights are taken. And how do I balance my family,
Hmm.
my business, and also my hobby, my personal me time? So
Okay.
that was a bit chaos before the boot camp.
Okay. So when you heard the word boot camp,
Mm.
what went through your mind with the word boot camp? Honestly, before you start, right? For me, I thought it was cute men running around with nice bodies.
Okay, because I'm very used to the word boot camp. So to
Oh,
me,
okay, okay.
boot camp to me is like, okay, it's time for a refresher. Get to me time, some connecting time with ladies. So all ladies boot camp with Women of Courage Asia. Of course, it can be community leader, it can be anybody, any ladies from all walks of life. So for
Mm.
me, boot camp is a time, some private time away from home to some me time
Nice.
and some ladies. Okay,
Okay,
it's the connection, right?
it's your connection, but it's okay. It's some you did mention it was some me time for you. Yeah,
Yes.
honestly, I treated it as I get away from the family for a few days. It was so nice. Even though I don't mind sharing a room, it's okay. But
Mm-hmm.
it's nice to don't have to think about anybody but yourself. So that's very
Okay,
nice for me. So
correct.
why do you decide to go for the boot camp? Why? The Transform with Courage boot camp. Why?
Mm, I went in with an open mind,
Okay.
and I would like to explore, what else I can learn because you never stop learning, right? They always say, right, when you stop learning, you stop. It's like you are dead. But I think that's a bit serious. But I would say that if you are not learning, you're not doing justice to yourself.
Okay.
Agree? Yeah, so I always believe that it's only when you learn, you discover the next level about yourself, about your surrounding, your environment. We keep have to. That's why they always use this word upgrade. We always need to upgrade ourselves. You need to know what is going on. So even though I've attended a lot of self-development classes, courses in my 20s, but back then, maybe in my 20s, I think this way.
Yeah.
And now that I have, you know, have two children of my own, and one of them is teens, I may want to learn different things so that I can
Yes.
also communicate better with my teens and also
Yes.
understand ladies now. Previously it's called homemaker, now they are called stay-home mom. I also want to
Yes.
understand what the stay-home mom thinks and what they want.
Excellent, especially more so in your line of business, right?
Yes,
Because majority of your business partners or your clients are mostly stay-home moms with children who need to care for their kids, and there's nothing wrong with it because if you invest your time now,
mhm,
some people, ladies believe by investing now, maybe their kids will become better or can retire better.
yes,
So based on that, and I know Nicole, we always know about you that you are a firm believer and follower of personal development. I mean, what you just mentioned, with all that different
mhm.
boot camps that you've been to, why is Transform with Courage boot camp different for you? What was
Um,
different? What was different?
what was different? Of course, first of all, is all ladies, right? So we all come together with all our different background, different challenges, but with you know common gender. We
Okay.
come together to share our issues, our problem, but also at the same time we come together to appreciate each other and be grateful towards each other. So we come together and bond. And
Okay.
I would say that this boot camp is very, very different because a lot of times, I guess, a lot of boot camp out there do not face the same issues that we face as just an all woman boot camp. Agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. We face kind of like same but different challenges, and we need
Exactly.
to learn from each other. Maybe I can learn
Exactly.
something from you, like how you communicate with your daughter, or I can learn from somebody else who maybe love cooking and I can't cook. So on a personal level, that is what I learned.
Okay.
On professional level or kind of like self-development level, I would say that I find that a lot of women out there, we have a lot of fears. For example, we are we think we are not good enough, a very common issue, right? And at the same time, we are also very hard on ourselves because we play
Yes.
many roles. We want to be a good mother, we want to be a good daughter, we want to take care of everything, the family members, and therefore we kind of sometimes forget to give our a pat on our shoulders.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's why I think that this boot camp is very good, it's very encouraging, where we all come together to not just learn, we
Yeah.
also come together and support each other.
It's true. It's
Yes.
true. I mean, it's true. Like Nicole, one thing I learned from you during the boot camp is, the Shark Tank. I have to admit, I love it. I love it because because I'm a person who never believed in personal development. Because
Okay.
if we talk about personality, my 7 is very very high too. So it's
Yes.
like it's like I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that, and then I forget to slow down.
Mm.
And just like sometimes we all have to invest, right, to
Yes.
make more money. Example, we invest in property, but sometimes we forget to invest in ourselves. And we're
Agree.
not talking about sitting by the beach or go for a holiday, but like what you say, you invested monetarily, into different personal development and make you who you are today. And there are certain things you claim to be yourself, right? There's certain, I like what the 5 thing you do for yourself, right? Yeah, so it is an investment from a very young age. So kudos to you,
Mm.
really kudos to you. And I learned so much too, by just making a decision to attend the boot camp. I learned that, hey, I can sell snake oil. Hey, Nicole
Okay.
took it, Teresa took it, okay.
Yeah. That
The
was very
sample.
fun.
So, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's a decision we have to make. It's really, it is important to you. It's a decision you have to make. But what I want to ask you next is that one of the elements we did was SMART goal,
Yes.
SMART.
Yes.
What do you learn about yourself through the process of your SMART goal?
Um, I would say, for those of you who understand Enneagram, because in the bootcamp, one of the things that we learn is self-discovery, like you mentioned earlier. Thanks for mentioning that. And Enneagram, if you understand them well, I'm a type 7. Type 7 means we like a lot of things. We like to touch on everything, and sometimes we get too excited.
I
I
know.
mean,
I
we kind of lost focus, right?
like.
And we don't have clarity because our brain is like a monkey mind. We want everything. Okay, okay, so you're going for barbecue, I also want to go, but oh, there's also a movie night, I also want to be there, so I'm like all over the place. I want to be at every party or every movie. So that's a type 7. So
I know.
sometimes
I know.
I need to pull myself back and say, hey, so what does it serve me by going to this event? How does it serve me? Like, do I, get to bond with my children? Do I get to bond with my teammates? Yeah, or do I like go for relaxation and stuff like that? So I think having SMART goal give me a lot of clarity. So even very very simple SMART goal, like I want to spend 2 hours of movie time with my family, right?
Mm.
It's also very, very specific. It's very detailed. It works for somebody like me
Okay.
whom
Okay.
whom I'm all over the place. So definitely SMART Goal is something that I embrace, and I actually did I can't remember, was it a 21 days or 30 days challenge on SMART Goal?
21 days.
Yeah, and I thought that was quite fun.
Yeah, it was. It
Yeah.
was. It was very good. I wrote down my 21 days. And
Mm.
it's true, right? Until you, like what you say, until you write it out and you
Yes.
consciously
Remind
put,
yourself.
yeah, consciously put yourself there, right? And
Yeah.
then you realize whether, then you won't have the symptoms called monkey brains, right? What you call.
Yes.
I like it. I always remember your monkey brain. So whenever I'm all over the place, I go, oh, I can hear Nicole now. Monkey brains, monkey brains. So yeah, it's amazing. But what I want to ask you is, so what's your greatest takeaway from this Transform with Courage bootcamp for you personally? I know you did mention specific to ladies, but you're personally,
Mm.
what's your greatest takeaway?
The greatest takeaway for me is that I now know that I can be more intentional in what I want to do. Yeah. And also be more intentional in my words, which I think is very important because sometimes I do not know about any type 7 out there, but type 7 tend to have, okay, we just say what we want. We tend to be
Yes,
very, very direct, and we don't think of the consequences, or we don't mean anything but words just pop out of our mouth unintentionally.
true.
So the biggest takeaway is I personally is like more intentional in what on the things that I want to do, and I'm more organized these days. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. I think for me also personally, from a person who do not believe in personal development,
Mm,
and now I realize just by showing up, I realize that sometimes I mean I always have this one crazy things in my head, right? That always pull me back 20, 30 years, which is Anita, you're a starter, never a finisher. You start strong, you start wow, you be the first one in the front line in war, like chiong ah. But after halfway, no stamina. So one thing I learned from the book here is forgiving myself. You
mm,
know, it's
mm.
okay. It's okay to start strong. Type 7 are the types that we
Yes.
start strong, right? Rah, 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 rah. Halfway, alamak. It's a marathon. I thought it was 100-meter sprint.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, having the awareness that okay,
Mm,
I'm that person that starts strong, so I need to have small projects, small projects that I
yes.
can start strong, and I make sure I have allies, those type 5, type 6 that can take
Partners.
it, partners with them, right? Partners with
Yes.
them, so that they can take me, they can finish the project for me. So one thing I realized is collaboration. No women left
Mm,
behind,
yes.
for me.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so for me that was just amazing, So that for me is just amazing. So I want to ask you now that it's all over,
Mm-hmm.
we finished our 90 days post boot camp.
Yeah.
We've done all that. So what do you look forward to now?
Definitely, I look forward to how I can communicate with people. Like as you were talking earlier, I realized that the old you brand yourself.
Yes.
right? You brand yourself as, I'm
Yes.
someone who will never finish things. And I thought that was a aha moment for me because I need to learn not to brand myself.
Ah.
I just need to learn that there is just different way of communication or communicators out there, and I just need to learn how to communicate better. So for example, I know that you are the promoting style, right?
Yes.
I am the controlling style, and then how we can come together and communicate better, and so that we can get things done, or we can, like
True.
what you say, collaborate, or even when it comes to running business, or even as a friendship, how we can communicate better. It's just like sometimes I couldn't communicate with people who think too much. Like for example, if they analyze too much,
Ah. Okay.
then I will go, oh my god, just do it. But but you see, they don't think that way. They have other things to take care. It's like, okay, I need to take care of A, B, C, D, E. So I've learned to be patient with them so that we can communicate better to accomplish things.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
So,
It's true.
it was a very good, it is a very good learning session for the bootcamp. And even after the post bootcamp, I'm
Yes.
very grateful for the post bootcamp as well. So I'm going to bring whatever I've learned. Of course, you
Yes.
can't bring everything, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
take
Yes.
some of the main things that I've learned, and I'll just execute. So execution may not be massive, but like you say, one
Yeah,
step at a
it's
time.
true. It's true. I mean,
Yeah.
I think as women, as mothers, in fact, just being a woman itself, I think we are amazing. We can multitask. I mean, our brain is like, I can think, I can do, I can feel all at the same time. I mean,
Yes.
it's really amazing. I can be scolding my kids and think that, oh, I've got ABC to do. At the same time, oh dear, I'm going to send a very sad, emotional message to encourage a friend.
I feel you. I understand
Can
that.
you imagine that? Can you imagine that? It's so amazing. And one thing I learned also, I mean, mixing with people like you, Nicole, whom I secretly like really do admire. I really do admire that you embrace who you are.
Mm.
I am who I am. I'm very direct, but I'm also learning. But being successful, I just want to ask you also before our final question is this question is that, you know, what would you accredit to your success? Let's say if I have a woman here,
Mm.
okay, and I want Nicole to be my mentor,
Yes.
example. And
Yes.
if I ask you, Nicole, what's the secret of your success? Being so true to yourself. You still use the word monkey brain.
Mm.
Okay, and I thank you for using that because I'm going to borrow that. Okay, but what's your secret to success? Why are you are commanding a huge audience? You have people who follow you in your business. Okay,
Mm.
being in the business that you're in.
Yep.
What causes people to admire you? In your business, and what's your secret weapon?
Secret weapon. Uh, a very good question. I think sometimes, for me, what works for me is sometimes you just have to lead by example, right? Because I think I didn't want to be honest, I didn't want to be born to be a leader. Sometimes type 7 can be, "Oh, okay, I just want to have fun, don't give me all the responsibility." That is a typical type 7. We just want to have the fun, the responsibility can come later. So that's
No
a
need to come. No need to come.
to take out is even the better lah. Yeah, correct. But somehow, I think being the eldest child at home, uh, sometimes we are being forced to take responsibility because, like,
Mm,
for example, my mother will tell me, "Hey, Nicole, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to take care of your brother, your sister, and stuff like that." So I think during growing up days, right, I'm being tasked to have a lot of responsibility, like it or not. And
mm,
I also realized that if today I would like to build a business to impact more life and help more people, I guess I just have to lead by example. So I
okay,
have to do what people doesn't like to do, but I still have to do it.
excellent.
Yeah.
True.
So lead by example would be my mantra, I would say, and of course, my mom would be one of the biggest influence in forcing me to be a
Yeah,
responsible eldest daughter.
true, true. Excellent. It's true. Being responsible. It's
Yeah.
true. And final question for you is, who do you think should join the boot camp?
Any lady, any woman.
You
Yeah,
know?
whether you're single, you're married, even if you think that, oh, I'm too old or I'm too young, don't think, just join,
Yeah.
right? If you think too much, then it's very hard. There's no room for growth. It's just like what they say, right? If you have a cup, you can choose whether you think it is full or it is half, is half full or is half empty.
Yeah.
Agree?
It's how you
So
see it.
so it's really up to you, how you think of that cup. If let's say you see the cup is like 50% with water,
Yeah.
so my suggestion is come and learn, because what we are learning is not just for yourself. What you're learning is also for the betterment of for your family, because when you start
It's
to
true.
change yourself, your family can see the difference, and who knows, they may change as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
so don't need to complain. How come everybody's not changing? Because it starts from ourselves. If we don't change, don't expect others to change. Very simple.
So true. I was just having a conversation with my eldest daughter. Do you know, like, certain people when you meet, they bring a certain aura. Like,
Yes.
someone walk into a room and suddenly, like, the room is like a bright sunshine, right? But there are people, others, that walk into the room, like, suddenly you feel like, wow, it's going to rain the whole day, is it? So it's true. It really
It's true.
starts with
You are the
this.
sunshine.
Yeah, oh no, you are too. I mean, do more sharp tanks for me, please.
No more shopping. Okay.
Yeah, I will self-take oil for you. I love it. I love what I did. But I know that we all can learn from each other. I agree with you. It's anybody.
Yes.
As long you're a woman, yeah,
Yes.
for me, it's very simple. And if you want to find out more about women, go to womenofcourage.asia to find out more information. We have a
Mhm.
monthly empowerment meeting, 31st August. We have two ladies who went for the bootcamp. Jack, who does corporate like liaisons and secretarial work. We have Teresa, who is executive manager, okay,
Mm.
with a industry dealing with man product, which is
Yes.
steel and metal and all things testosterone. Okay, such a quiet, demure lady, but power pack. Okay,
Yeah. You totally can't tell she's in an all man
yes,
industry. She's so demure. I'm like, okay, are you sure you're in this industry?
I know, and she's so polite and poised and meek, right? And then she's like, handle men. Oh, thank God. But also, if you need to have, Lillian is not here, but you can put a clarity call with her. I mean, we are all coached by Lillian, we're all mentored by Lillian, and that's why you can see some of us no longer have monkey brain, like Nicole. Okay. And then, if you need a discovery, a personal coaching session with her, please click on this link. All this link will be in the description in the YouTube channel. So again, we have another bootcamp coming up next year, 2022, somewhere in April. Okay, join us. If the borders open, we might even have it in Malaysia. We do not know. Okay,
Wow.
yeah, we're thinking about it, but we do not know. But
Yes.
for now, it's just you're in Singapore. I wanted to talk about this community project we're doing called Swap for Courage. Can you talk a bit about it, Nicole?
Swap for Courage is actually a project where you can actually bring over to Swapaholic at Orchard Central, where you pay a certain amount of money and then you get to swap your clothes. Of course, the priority that we were targeting for this project initially was for pregnant women, right? So people who would like to do a swap, which means if let's say now I just discover that I'm pregnant, I swap for maternity clothes, and now that I want to return back to work, I swap back to more professional clothes, and
Yeah.
so that my maternity clothes will not go to waste. Right?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, it's at $44,
Yes.
right?
And you can swap 11 items.
Yes.
Okay. So I've done it because they don't have clothes my size because I am amazing size. Okay. But what I did was I swapped my 11 pieces of clothes. You pay
Mm-hmm.
$44, then you bring 11 pieces of clothes, and they're
Mm-hmm.
very professional. Okay. They immediately check your clothes and they will explain to you if they have to be jacket. And it's
Okay.
actually very legit. And I brought my teenage daughters, and we done 11 already. They found
Wow,
amazing
that's
stuff.
fast.
Yeah, very fast. They found like sexy shorts, lah,
Yes, I've been there. I've seen it.
yeah, tank tops, anything that you have to be 30 kilos lighter kind of clothes, lah. But they have clothes for professional, They have clothes for businesswomen. They also now have
Mhm.
maternity clothes. And this will benefit, our beneficiary is called Safe Place, which is actually a place for young girls with, how do you say, with who are pregnant, who has no support. Okay,
Unsupported
unsupported
mom to be.
pregnancy, yeah. So
Yeah.
they're young, so they need money to support these girls, and these girls stay in that home. So they
Yeah.
support them throughout the whole pregnancy. So they need money. So bring in your clothes, say swap for courage. Just use the word swap for courage. And the amazing staff at Swapaholic will help you. And they're very nice. They
There's a
call
lot
me
of other
Auntie.
things like goodie bag and lucky draw as well. So do join us.
Yes, yes. So there's a lot of good, yeah, there's lucky draw and a few webinars coming up. Just for pay $44, you get 4 free webinars, dealing with financial, education, legal. I think there's one that's legal, and also personality. So it
Mm.
is for everyone, and the webinars are free. Okay,
Oh,
webinars are free. So do join, support Safe Place. Okay, and on that note, I thank you. Always thank you, Nicole. Any last words, Nicole, before we
thank you,
go?
Anita.
Okay, Nicole.
No, just so that you know, everybody in Women of Courage Asia, we are never alone. We are always here to support. So please do join us. If you miss a few days ago, we just have our monthly empowerment meeting. Join us for the next one. It's always on the last Tuesday of the month. Right?
Yes,
Join us to have some fun. Although we cannot meet face to face, but the support on Zoom is just as amazing.
always, always. So it's always a pleasure meeting you, my dear Shark Tank friend, and my collaborator with Monkey Brains. So on that note, goodbye, Monkey Brains and Shark Tanks, and Anita and Nicole. So
Thank